Welcome, Aquarius, to the Temple of Consciousness. Please come in. You are now attending your June 2024 Tarot Forecast, a reading relevant to you. If your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Aquarius. Well, Aquarius, thank you for coming back to my channel. I've been gone for a while, and I did a reading last month, and I am back. I've decided that I'm going to include a little bit more about astrology for the reading, so to combine tarot and astrology even more effectively. So, what I've been alluding to in all the readings before yours is the fact that we have a change of signs for Jupiter. Jupiter, which goes through a sign in about a year, so it stays in a sign for a year, is about to change signs. May 25th, it changes to Gemini. And in your chart, Aquarius, Gemini rules your 5th house. This is the house of children, romance, pleasures, creativity, art. This then is being illuminated by Jupiter, a planet symbolizing growth, abundance, luck, expansion. So it very well might be that this month will be a month of, for you younger Aquarians, for deep romance. Yes, it's true. So be on the alert for Mr. or Mrs. Right, who comes through the door and wows you this month. The other possibility is that children give you joy and pleasure, your own children, your grandchildren, children that you are responsible for or take care of, bring you immense joy, love, and fill your life with abundance. That is the sort of life-enhancing aspect, astrological aspect that we're going to draw upon this month. So, that said, let's begin your tarot reading. And while I shuffle, I ask you for your support. If I've been doing these readings on YouTube for 8 years, and just recently, I took about 6 months off, thinking that maybe I could take the channel in a new direction, having to do with health and fitness. I'm planning on including some more of that as well, even for you tarot and astrology members, because I do teach yoga, and what I'm going to do is, since I've reduced the number of actual live classes I'm teaching here in Florida, on the weekends I'm going to film my yoga class, and I'm going to create a separate tier on my Patreon page, so And for $10 a month, you'll be able to participate in those classes with me. Let me teach you some yoga. The other way you can support these readings is by going to grandcentralhealing.com, my website, and purchasing a personal reading from me. There's a link below, and those readings can be quite powerful if you really want the truth concerning your situation. I only give you the truth, and I try as best I can to steer you, to guide you in ways that will help you to overcome your particular problem, trouble, or situation. So I would very much appreciate your support by you purchasing a reading from me. So let's split the cards and begin your reading for June 2024. You get this a lot. You must be, a lot of you must really enjoy your home. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Here we have a very beautiful, elegantly dressed woman in her rich garden, holding a falcon in her gloved hand. Everything about this speaks about wealth, luxury, leisure, pleasure in nature. She has a deep connection to the natural world, enjoying her garden, the pleasures of the multitude of scents and colors, beauty that surrounds her. You are either creating a beautiful abode, dwelling, castle, estate, or, because this is in the 5th house, you are bringing a new creative level of inspiration and imagination into your home. Again, your estate, your domain, your world. You're beautifying your world. You're enjoying your children within the confines of this self-made estate. This is wealth that comes from your own labor. This is the appreciation of what you've achieved and the enjoyment of that. And in the 5th house, that 5th house is about pleasure, all the simple pleasures of life. So get out into nature. Plant some beautiful flowers. Make your home your castle. That is the overall energy or mood of the month of June. And enjoy nature. in the position of what will challenge you, we have the Two of Wands. Seems that you're in the middle of some very important decision. Two options. Two, you may have more, but two of those options are probably much more relevant to your situation. But you're in between. So this is a sort of a pause before deciding. You need to really dig deep to choose which way you're going to go. This is also about bringing your product, what it is that you have to offer to the world, to a broader audience. Therefore, it's also about, like the fifth house, being about pleasure, taking pleasure in foreign countries, more unfamiliar territory, going beyond the border of your house or domain. Even though we've got the Nine of Pentacles, it could be that you go somewhere else and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Or you find yourself in a very luxurious, comfortable, beautiful environment. So this could be very much about expanding your borders, thinking into the future. And again, if this is the fifth house concerns, it's about putting your creative spirit, your imagination, and thinking into the future, creating something that will give you more pleasure in the future. So preparing for that. But business-wise, this is about expanding your business and having to make a choice. But take your time. Don't rush to judgment. That is your challenge. Oh my goodness. Well, for many of you Aquarians, young, single Aquarians, be careful, because you might just fall head over heels in love this month. Yes, indeed, with the Jupiter in the fifth house, and now we've got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups represents your knight in shining armor. Mr. or Miss Perfect. It's when you meet someone and you just melt. They are so charming. You are swept away by them. But, a word of warning, this could be a summer romance, very passionate, very exciting, but it's very hard to get commitment out of a Knight of Cups. So, that could be what many of you are experiencing. On the other hand, if you're older or in a different situation, still, there's you can be romantic with someone you've been with for a long time. It's just, there's something so magical about this month. And you need it because you've been coming out of, as I recall, some fairly emotionally wrenching situations. So this is the salve on that wound. This month is a month of sheer joy and pleasure. And maybe you have a friend, an ally, someone who gives you a feeling of being alive, of being truly loved. And that's what makes this such a charming, charming month already. So if you have any kind of creative project, Aquarius, this is the month to achieve high levels of art. In whatever capacity you can do that. You're just brimming with creativity in June. So let's see how it ends. Wow. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So you may be asked, because of the 9 of Pentacles before, this is the money that you've earned, that you've achieved, and now the 10 of Pentacles means that you might be asked to help family members. Or family members may be helping you. You may find long lost members of your family. You might be reuniting with family members abroad. Or the family comes together on a creative project, a creative event. Or this is about inheritance, how you share the wealth of the family and how you put that wealth into a stable investment, investing in your future, investing in your family's future. This again brings to mind children, bonding with family, bonding with children, if it's business, it's the consolidation of your business and the introduction of teamwork towards a unifying and shared goal. But it's wealth, as is the 9 of Pentacles about wealth. So this is a very comfortable month, secure, abundant. You may, in fact, find Mr. or Mrs. Right this month, but make sure that they are sincere, because they will charm you. And then we have the 2 of Wands, meaning that you have to make a very important choice having to do probably with business, something to do with perhaps your art, but you're right in the middle of, you're not quite sure, or maybe you're not sure to go or to stay if you're traveling. But there could be travel this month. Absolutely, there could be travel for you. Even travel abroad to a different country, meeting different sort of cultural expansion and taking immense pleasure in life this month, Aquarius. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Oh, please help me by liking, sharing, and subscribing. I've been away for quite a while, and I've lost a little bit of my subscriber base. So if you would help by sharing and subscribing, it would mean a lot to me. And whatever financial support you can give, I would appreciate that very much as well. And this weekend, I think I'm going to do my first yoga class, and then I'll present that, and then you can access it from my Patreon page, and there'll be a link below to that. I'll create a separate tier on my web page, on my Patreon page, because the Patreon page has information about tarot. If you're interested in learning tarot, it's $5 a month for that. So there's a few ways to help, and I appreciate whatever help you can give. And I will see you next month. All my love. Namaste.